All right, so here's the deal. Most hand grinders stick to a formula. Cylindrical shape, conical burrs, you know the drill. Normcore? Well, they've stepped in and quietly decided to shake things up a little bit. Their V2 grinders bring something new to the table here with flat and ghost burr options. Now, flat burrs in a hand grinder, that's not something you see every day. Now, these grinders don't just break the mold, they do deliver results as well, with smooth grinding, exceptional clarity, and sweetness in the cup. And Normcore, I would say, are making waves right now in the hand grinder market, and I can't wait to show you why. Now, if you do come to enjoy this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and smash that like button, and certainly subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more content just like this. And let's now dive in and take a closer look at what I think are the most underrated hand grinders on the market right now. Let's do this. When you open the box, here's what you get. An EVA hard travel case, and inside a blower and a brush, handy for cleaning, with space to carry your beans. It's portable, practical, and strikes a great balance between durability and performance. My first impressions were that these grinders feel solid. They are made from aluminium, stainless steel, it has a wood pommel and silicone outside, and the quality is obvious in the hand. It weighs 656 grams, it stands 15 centimeters tall, and is 5.7 centimeters in diameter. And with a large opening up the top, its hopper capacity holds up to 35 grams of beans. The grind adjustment process is straightforward. Unscrew the catch cup, hold the handle, and adjust the dial below the burrs. There are 24 clicks per rotation, and I've found between 10 and 15 clicks is the ideal grind adjustment for a single pour over coffee. So let's talk burrs. The Normcore V2 grinder offers a 48.6mm titanium coated ghost burr, a 49mm titanium coated flat burr, as well as 38 and 44mm conical burr options. Now, if you're not familiar with ghost burrs, I would say think of these as that hybrid between conical and flat burrs. But here's a quick breakdown for you. Flat burrs, expect clean, transparent flavors with bright acidity and sweetness in the cup. These are ideal for pour over coffee lovers chasing clarity. Whereas ghost burrs, these offer a more balanced cup with a deeper body and a sparkle of richness to it. Think of these as that happy middle ground between flat and conical burrs. Though both burrs do excel in manual brewing methods like pour over, AeroPress, and French press. Espresso, not so much. These grinders aren't designed for fine espresso grinding, unfortunately, but they absolutely nail filter coffee 100%. So right now, let's just grind out some coffee and we'll see how they perform. I've got 15 grams of lightly roasted coffee here. I'm gonna set these grinders to 15 clicks, which is an ideal pour over, and we'll just see how long they take to grind and how easy it is. I'll start with, which one's this? The flat burr. Oh, better check the grinding. 0, 2. All right. So we'll start with the flat burrs. Start the clock. I notice it kind of takes a little bit to get going on the flat burrs, as all the beans kind of have to slip in through the burrs themselves. And then once it kind of gets going and it's getting fed into the beans, then it becomes easier. Did I just say it fed into the beans? I mean fed into the burrs. That was really quick. All right, nice. All right, and the ghost burrs. Start the clock. Similar. Takes a bit for the beans to fall in between the burrs, but once you get going, it's pretty consistent after that. Different sound to it. Seems a little bit easier with these ghost burrs. And we're done. Nice. Just a little bit in between there. There we go. So clean underneath. I find it really interesting how the different burrs grind the beans differently. So the grinds themselves, although they're on the same grind size, the grinds look different. But the real magic does lie in the flavor that those grinds or the burrs themselves bring out in the cup. So in front of me today, I've brewed the same coffees using the same grind size on different burr sets. And I'll quickly do a blind taste test for you now and see whether I can pick out any differences between both cups. And I have to thank the fellow Aiden for helping me out today. Very consistent brewer. It's got some nice acidity to it, some sweetness. There's kind of like a mellow body. It's very, yeah, I would say it's very sweet, very acidic-like, mellow body. Not too bad, not too bad. Juicy, clean. Let's try this cup now. This one is even more cleaner. I would say that there's like a juiciness to this one, or rather a heavy sweetness. There's that acidity up front, whereas this has got like a silky texture to it. It's much smoother a drink. I can feel this is more robust and more complex, whereas this is much cleaner and more transparent. A cup of coffee. Is it sweeter and more acidic than this cup? Yeah, I would say it's not. I would say it's sweeter. It's definitely more sugar sweet than this one is. This is more fruit sweet. This is more sugar sweet. Has that sparkling acidity to it like this one does, but it just doesn't have, I guess, the full complexity that this cup has. And in thinking which one I reckon is the flat burrs and which one is the ghost burrs, I would definitely have to say this is the flat burrs, just based on the fact that it is way more transparent and way more clean a cup than this one is. This one's tasty, it's juicy, it's robust and round, whereas this one's much more cleaner and transparent with its sweetness and its acidity. And there's no real body, but it does linger quite a lot. So I placed a red dot on the flat burrs. Should be this one. Yep, red dot. There you go. Like, there is a significant difference between these flat burrs and ghost burrs. The bottom line is, it is rare to see flat or ghost burrs in manual hand grinders. And when I say rare, it's almost non-existent. There's only been one of late that I can recall that did make quite a splash on its release and then did receive some heavy criticism as well. However, I think Normcore is proving that flat burr manual hand grinders isn't just a gimmick. You can have good manual flat burr grinders. And before we finish up, there is just that one question that I know is going to come from those of you in the know about whether or not you need to align the burrs. And the answer for that is yes. From the experience of making these burrs, ensuring that they're as even as possible, I did have to slightly shim the stationary burr, so the upper burr, to be absolutely confident I was getting the best performance from them. But I think as hand grinders go, and honestly, for the vast majority of flat burr automatic grinders being used on the benches around the world, if you're not already down on aligning burrs and honestly never really considered it, I think these grinders are still going to work for you. So who are these grinders for then? Well, I think if you already own a top tier hand grinder, these may not revolutionize your setup, but it will make a noticeable difference with clarity and sweetness. If you are looking for a new hand grinder or do want to explore different flavor profiles with burrs now in hand grinders, these are absolutely worth considering. Normcore delivers affordable grinders, which is fantastic, that don't compromise on quality, making them an excellent choice for both beginners and seasoned brewers alike. So thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts and experiences in the comment section down below, as I'd love to keep this discussion going on hand grinders, and we'll see you in the next video.